It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll get a look.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and off we go from Nashville. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Levis. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back to throw, it's Levis. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Titans offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And you can see finding the end zone hasn't been much of a problem for him. He enters his final week of the season as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Gets this to the former Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Levis sets up to throw here. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And that touchdown grab has officially solidified his historic season as record-breaking. He now has the new NFL standard for the most receiving touchdowns in a single season. Congratulations. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Here's Stroud. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion right, that's Collins. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And Stroud now to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Chise Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not. Playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Isaiah Pacheco. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
When we're watching tape to prepare for this game, one thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd and 2. Play action. Stroud now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old...
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Levis looking to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all but hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead. And that's going to be the touchdown run that puts him in the record books. He has now set the all-time mark for most rushing touchdowns in a single season. Unbelievable. What an accomplishment for him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And we'll give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Levis to throw it. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Levis back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach
Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Stroud to throw it. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and... as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Levis. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Levis. eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. After, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Back to Mixon on second down. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Stroud looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Fighting through, and he's got space. Pushes past him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Now Joe Mixon. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Operating from the gun. Stroud. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. This from 42 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's Levis.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack.
Levis
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, now how about this return?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense had C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Stroud. That is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Levis sets up to throw here. Completion here to Claypool.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go? He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, I certainly savor this moment, the first time ever. As you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a... Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Now Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Texans on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. He's still on his feet, and he is going to have a Texans first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mixon on the toss right, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, getting set for this next possession. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. Levis looking to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give right side for Pacheco. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Levis to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Here's 2nd and 3. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Powers through it. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Pacheco will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to Collins and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Stroud to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Man, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring,